keep entering without music today. I hope you enjoyed your Pixie programming. I had a great run on the spot. And thank you for your cooperation. वार्म वाटर कुलदीप जी, गरम निवाया पानी। और क्या पीऊं? चाय अलाउड नहीं है, नींबू पानी अलाउड नहीं। आप म्यूट कर सकते हैं, चर्चा करते हैं, चाय पे चर्चा, पानी पे चर्चा करते हैं, मोदी जी की तरह। आज ये अच्छा होना था ना, we could all mute ourselves, we could all talk.
हाँ, मैंने लिखा है ना व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, समथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन गुड टुडे, लर्न
पता
समथिंग
है,
न्यू।
कल मैं सोच रही थी कि पासवर्ड हमने 1 2 3 4 5 6 क्यों किया हुआ, इवनिंग के लिए 1 2 1 होना चाहिए। 1 2 1 पासवर्ड होना था मॉर्निंग में, इसलिए सेशन ऐसे हो गया। सब अच्छा है, सब कुछ
सब
अच्छा है।
तरह की फीलिंग होनी चाहिए ना।
बिल्कुल प्रतिभा जी, होनी चाहिए, 100% होनी चाहिए।
एब्सोल्युटली।
कभी ग्लिच भी बहुत जरूरी है ना, कि आज ये ग्लिच हुआ।
तभी तो समझ आती है, हर चीज का एहसास तभी होता है ना।
हाँ, गुडनेस की बात तभी थैंक्स में आती है,
Yes.
जब पता चलता है where are we. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, now that's what I'm very happy about. कोई भी इंसान perturb नहीं हुआ ग्रुप में, अरे मीटिंग चालू नहीं हो रही, nobody said a single thing. That's what is happening. All of us are संतुष्ट, we are blessed, we are careful. So, but yeah, श्वेता मैम is working on it. I think कल मुस्कान आए थे नए, उन्होंने शायद कोई पासवर्ड गलती से भी लॉगिन के समय बदल दिया. So she's not a technical person, no, but that's beautiful about Sunbeam family. कोई ना कोई खड़ा होने के लिए ready होता है. It's nice. It's very, very
लेकिन
nice.
एक बात कितनी अच्छी हो गई है, हम आपको कॉल भी नहीं कर पाते, बात भी नहीं कर पाते, आज हमें कितना अच्छा गया।
मैंने कब मना किया, कॉल मत कीजिए, बात मत करिए, मैंने तो कभी मना नहीं किया.
आपने मना नहीं किया, लेकिन हम सोचते हैं ना कि क्यों, वाई।
Actually
नहीं
सवालों के
कुलदीप जी,
जवाब अपने, हाँ,
कुलदीप जी, हम लोग हमेशा ही ऑन रहते हैं, वो कभी मना ही नहीं करती, ये अपना ही सोच है, पर बाकी शी इज ऑलवेज रेडी।
हाँ, दैट इज राइट, बट वो एक ऑरा ऐसा बना हुआ है ना, तो अब आज अच्छा हो गया ये, अगर ये डिस्टरबेंस आई है तो प्राची से डायरेक्ट बात हो।
कुलदीप जी आप बहुत फनी है, सच्ची मच्ची. आप चने के झाड़ में चढ़ा दीजिए मुझे. Even it was so heartwarming to meet you in Delhi. इतना अच्छा लगा आपसे, मोनीश से मिलके. Now waiting to meet you all next month. अब तो 1 महीना भी नहीं बचा, मिलने ही वाले अपने. हाँ शैलेश, all तैयारी. 1 month to go. Yes, retreat होने वाला है 13 तारीख को. We'll be meeting on the 13th. Amazing, can't imagine. हाँ, कल वो ही बोल रहे थे शैलेश, 1 month to go. मैं सोची पढ़ाई अभी तो अभी एक महीने से कम बचा है सेशन खत्म होने का. ये अपने कन्वीनरशिप का जॉब बोल रहे थे. ये टॉकिंग अबाउट सेशन.
एक वो आपने व्हाइट रॉक का डाला था, वो प्लानिंग का डेट कुछ आपने फाइनल किया?
किसका?
कुछ व्हाइट रॉक का एरिया था, जैसे आपने पिक्चर भेजी थी ना
रिवर
अपने,
राफ्टिंग का?
नहीं नहीं, रिवर राफ्टिंग नहीं, कुछ
तो
एरिया का नाम लिखा था सम डेज बिफोर।
मेघालय का भेजा था उन्होंने, मेघालय का।
मेघालय का. मेघालय
हाँ।
का तो जी प्लान कर रही हूँ, बट नवंबर में प्लान कर रही हूँ, अभी तो नहीं, बिकॉज अभी थोड़ा सा अनरेस्ट, सेकंड वेव आई हुई है अभी. थोड़ा सा मेरा अक्टूबर में इजिप्ट जाऊंगी पहले मैं. आई विल नॉट लीव इजिप्ट. नवंबर में मेघालय जाऊंगी. तो 1.5 साल से ट्रैवल नहीं किया, अब इस साल के एंड में सब ट्रैवल हो जाएगा. सो या, मेघालय वाज लुकिंग ब्यूटीफुल. ऐसे ही पॉपअप आया ट्विटर पे किसी का, एंड आई वाज लाइक आई हैव टू गो हियर. फिर देखा तो वो नीचे मेघालय का आया.
That
Ritesh
side of
sir,
India is beautiful.
yeah, it is, and I've never been there. Unfortunately, I've been there, but for meetings,
Oh,
for events, never for a holiday. All the
yeah,
entire
it's
side is
wonderful.
Mizoram. Yeah, have to go. And I think the Sangha is meant for that area. It's peaceful vibes in Haki.
I know.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
nice. देखते हैं कहाँ क्या होता है. रितेश सर, वी आर 34 ऑफ आवर्स. अगर आप बोले सेशन चालू कर लें, बिकॉज जिनको ज्वाइन करना था, आई एम श्योर सब कर चुके हैं. लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट फॉर टाइम. आज तो बहुत लेट हो गया, 5:16 हो गए. सो शुरू कर देते हैं सर.
यस मैम.
एंड आज के रीडर कौन होंगे, प्लीज अपना हैंड रेज कर लीजिए. Anshul, you want to read? बहुत दिन हो गए, आपका वीडियो ऑफ है. रितेश से सुबह सुबह आपको वापस ले आए हम, आपकी वजह लगता है काम होगा नहीं. मुस्कान मैम भी आ गए. मुस्कान मैम भी है.
यस मैम.
तो चलिए, जब तक स्क्रीन आता है तब तक मैं शुरू कर. अच्छा, आ गया स्क्रीन बोलते ही. रितेश सर लाइक जिनी, यू नो, बोलो और आ जाता है इमीडिएटली. रीना वांट्स टू रीड. फैंटास्टिक. तो रीना अपना हाथ तो उठाइए फिर. रीना, प्लीज रेज योर हैंड क्विकली इफ यू वांट टू रीड. प्रतिमा जी प्लीज अपने आप को म्यूट कर लीजिए. अर्चना अपने आप को म्यूट कर लीजिए जब तक सब एक्सेस करें. यू डोंट वांट टू रीड, उसको नहीं पढ़ना है. सो लगता है मुझे पढ़ना पड़ेगा, और कोई तो कोई आया नहीं. प्लीज बताइए. कल हमने इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग की बात करी थी, आज हम ड्राई फास्टिंग की बात करेंगे. ड्राई फास्टिंग इज नथिंग जैसे विमेन करवा चौथ पे व्रत करती हैं, वेयर दे रीड, आई मीन सॉरी, दीपाली अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर लीजिए. So you can, I mean, dry fasting is just simply not having water. It's exceptionally amazing. उसकी आज हम values पढ़ते हैं. Please go for it, Dipali.
Dry fasting means the intentional abstinence from all food and water for a particular time frame, which could be for 12, 16, 24, or even up to 36 hours, depending on an individual's comfort level. It is one of the most superior forms of fasting and cleansing. It's a level above intermittent fasting in terms of benefits. In fact, 3 days of intermittent fasting is considered to be equivalent to 1 day of dry fasting. Wow. This means that the healing and detoxification process is much quicker in dry fasting as compared to intermittent fasting.
So जो women करती हैं करवा चौथ के समय dry fasting, it's fantastic. It's like a therapy. चाहे भले ही बोल रहे हैं भूख लग रही है, but it's actually amazing. कोई reason होगा, ऊपर वाले ने वो plan बनाया था कि women need to detox. Everyone needs to detox. उनको तो दिन दे दिए गए 2 साल में. So it's very important to realize, अभी please मत try करिएगा, because it's really hot. आपकी body dehydrate हो जाती है naturally. तो अभी please it's not advisable. चक्कर आ जाएगा. जब वेदर अच्छा होता है बॉडी अपने आप नहीं लूज. अभी तो क्या स्वेट में आपका जा रहा है. जो लोग स्वेट्स नहीं करते उनकी बात अलग है, बट अदरवाइज अभी ट्राई करना इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल. लेकिन इसको वैल्यू अपने अंदर छाप लीजिए कि जब हो सके तब आप कर लीजिएगा. सॉरी, आई एम गोइंग टू द हिंदी फेज. आई फॉरगॉट अबाउट इट. आई एम सॉरी. नेपाली, प्लीज टेक इट फॉरवर्ड.
I just noticed it's page number 222 and my angel number was 22.
Just you meant to read this.
Yeah. During dry fasting, it's normal to lose weight, but one shouldn't use it as a tool to drop weight. It should be used as a discipline that helps boost immunity, heals diseases and infections, and improves overall health. There are innumerable health benefits of dry fasting. And while intermittent fasting may bring about the same results, these are even more pronounced in the case of the former.
Yes, let's read further.
Some benefits of dry fasting are detoxification. During dry fasting, your body switches its detoxification pathways and becomes a waste burning machine. The cells behave as powerful incinerators, and toxins are burned inside each and every cell. This way, your body gets rid of the sticker cells and cellular waste, sickest cells and waste.
So when you're sick, when you're not well, you have some kind of dis-ease in the body because you have maybe a cold, a cough, a flu. That time, it's very important to do dry fasting if possible. Why? Because we have trillions of cells in our body. Each cell is thriving on water, minimum, right? Now, when water is there, it's also aiding it in growing, but needs to dry up to actually heal. So now, if you're not giving it water, your energy, your healing energy will completely go into eliminating all that is toxic in your body. And that toxicity is what leads to forming sickness or diseases in your body. So please remember, even your cellular waste, our body is running on cellular energy. These trillions of cells in our body are giving us energy all the time. Even when we're sleeping, they're working. So that is a time, it's very, very important to remember that you can detox yourself from any kind of excess stuff, whether it's waste, whether it's sickness, whether it's diseases, by simply going on a dry fasting. Please read about increased immunity.
The logic behind the healing power of dry fasting is that since our bodies do not receive food or water, the load of the digestive system reduces dramatically. Hence, most of the energy is directed towards regeneration, including of the immune system. Therefore, the immune system can operate with greater efficiency because of all the saved energy.
Also, please remember when you're sick or when somebody is sick in your body, don't keep pressurizing them to eat. Beta khichdi kha lo, upma hi kha lo, I'll make this, I'll make that. It's going to become easier for you. Let them actually go without food, especially children. You may feel bad as a mother, as a parent, I'm not able to give my child food and he's sick. But the child needs to not have anything. Even elders, if they're saying, I don't want to eat, don't eat. It's a simple fundamental of life. Automatically body doesn't ask what it doesn't need. Even when you're eating food in the night, please see how much is your body asking. If your body is saying I'm not hungry, don't give it food. Give it something lighter. Give it a cucumber, give it a carrot, give it probably a fruit, rather than giving it something which is high on calories or high on sugar. Your body speaks to you, and your immunity is going to be formed the way you are going to invest in your body. So very important to realize that the immune system has to be worked up, and it's going to work to its maximum optimum level only when you're going to be giving it periodic patterns of dry fasting. If not dry fasting, at least intermittent fasting. Try and accommodate intermittent fasting as your lifestyle. If possible, at least 6 days a week. If possible, 7. Let's read the point number 3.
Reducing inflammation and infections. Pathological bacteria and microbes love wet surfaces. Thus, inflammation often occurs in the presence of water. Where there is no water, there is no inflammation. A wet environment is ideal for proliferation of pathological bacteria, viruses, and worms. Since dry fasting means going without food and water, a marked improvement is seen in inflammatory markers such as CRP, C-reactive protein, and ESR, erythrocyte sedimentation rates. Inflammatory gut issues also improve as dry fasting cleans the GI, gastrointestinal tract, and renews its mucosal lining. An extended and recurrent episode of dry fasting has also been known to help people battle yeast and bacterial infections, such as those caused by Candida albicans, vaginal infections, UTIs, and parasitic infections. It is a fantastic and natural way to cure common cold if practiced immediately after the first symptoms emerge.
Very important to read these things and understand that dry fasting helps in a lot of things, especially if we have anything to do with urinary tract, be it men, be it women. If you have that little burning in your vaginal area, in your testicle area, you're supposed to go off water for the body to release itself, for the body to cure, especially also for common cold. Very, very important. And it also works for a lot of things, even fever. Dry fasting is amazing. Please read about the healing cancer. The longest I've done dry fasting is 72 hours. And it was really a cakewalk. It wasn't tough at all. And the result that I had in my chemotherapy was brilliant after that because the body had healed on its own so magnificently. Please read.
Healing cancer, tumors, and cysts. During dry fasting, the body can go into a state called autophagy, which is when the body tries to sacrifice its sickest cells. Only the healthiest of all cells survive extreme conditions, while cysts, tumors, fibroids, ganglions, and other unhealthy cells undergo a process called autolysis. This is of great value in healing certain cancers and benign tumors. Fasting also reduces the enzyme pKa, protein kinase, which increases tumor and cancer growth.
Yeah, please continue.
Maintaining hormonal balance. Fasting resets hormonal balance, and thus we see a reversal in the cases of thyroid, diabetes, and PCOS. Study after study has also proven that fasting is a great stimulus for the secretion of the human growth hormone, HGH. HGH is crucial in the maintenance of lean mass, both muscle and bone. This is why one doesn't notice the loss of muscle mass during dry fasting. In fact, the body appears leaner and much more toned during this process.
So I hope this is something you all understood, that fasting is there for a lot of reasons, but it's very important for it to reset the hormonal balance of our body. Our body is made up of so many hormones, right? One hormone which increases growth as a human is very important. Your nails are growing because of that. Your skin is glowing because of that. It's because of this HGH. And HGH is very important in maintaining lean mass. That is why dry fasting is fantastic. It's miraculous. And please keep doing it because it's going to get better and better and better. But again, I repeat myself, right now is not the time. Summers are not the time. If possible, only allow your body to rest without water. So if you can have your last water with your dinner and not have anything after that and have in the morning when you wake up for your session. So if that is a gap, even that's good enough. Let's read the further.
Stimulating the nerve. Our 10th cranial nerve is called the vagus nerve. It is one of the longest parasympathetic state of rest and digest nerves that travels from the brainstem and splits into numerous branches like linking the esophagus, voice box, ears, lungs, heart, kidneys, and abdomen, thereby connecting the mind with the body as a whole. It performs command and control involuntary functions in the human body and facilitates a number of functions related to digestion, insulin, stress, inflammation, fibromyalgia, depression, anxiety, addiction to stimulants, weight gain, tinnitus, autism, cancer, multiple sclerosis, and many other conditions. Dry fasting helps stimulate this nerve, which indirectly of lot of affects of lot of functions, including digestion. The vagus nerve manages all digestive tract, contracting the stomach and intestinal muscles to help digest food and send information about what is being digested and what the nutrients get out of it. It helps in regulating the secretion of stomach acids, which are important for killing toxins, pathogens, germs, and bacteria that we may ingest through food and water. The right amount of stomach acid also helps in the digestion of proteins and in preventing issues like bloating, indigestion, and flatulence. And the right kind of digestion and absorption of nutrients has everything to do with weight loss.
So if you really want to lose weight, you have to have the right kind of digestion. Again, I'm repeating myself, for digestion, you have to chew your food very well and you have to eat very mindfully. Please eat 80% of your thing. Don't serve yourself big portions. Go smaller in the plate. Serve yourself lesser food. Chew them. Automatically, stomach size will reduce. Believe me, for longer life and for finding your ikigai and even for living a life with purpose, energy, you need lesser food. Food is great. We are all foodies. A lot of us are foodies. It's fine. Enjoy it, but have in moderation. Secondly, to absorb that food, if it's full, your body is not going to be able to take it. That's the reason why dry fasting is even more advised. Now, Kuldeep ji asked a question, how many hours? So minimum, what they say is 12 hours, but I will strongly say don't go for 12 hours right now. It's summers. You may get dehydrated. So then right now, maybe go for 8, 9, 10 hours. Dry fasting, like when I have done dry fasting, maximum I've gone up to 72 hours without any food, without any water. And that's also something which they do in Jainism. So if some of you are familiar of Jainism, you would know about it. In Ramzan, they have, I think, 12 hours. They have absolutely no 24 hours. They have absolutely no water. In the night, they break their fast with water and food. So they are anyways doing for one whole month. That's the reason the bodies are going to become better. Even in Jainism, I think they have Das Lakshmi or something. It's for 10 days. So that, but those 10 days, they don't have water at all, like at all. So please remember there's science behind all of this. It's very, very important. The circadian rhythm is saying to follow the sun. And in Muslims, they follow the moon. So it's fine, whatever you want to follow. There's nothing called this do or that don't. Whatever works for you. The circadian rhythm says that after sunset, your body has no energy. It can't digest anything in the world. So that's why you're not supposed to have. But in Muslims, that's how they celebrate the moon. So they have to have that time. So please remember, every culture is different. You do what is workable for you. It's not about spirit. It's not about religion. It's about spirituality and finding your own purpose. Let's read further.
Yeah, dry fasting is normally suggested, or it is advisable for people who have a well hydrated body. They have a
Yeah,
regular pattern.
yeah. People who are having 3-4 liters of water a day, even
Yeah,
then, Dipali, this is not the weather for it. It's too hot, especially in
yeah,
Delhi. It's
yeah.
like scorching hot now. So I think
Right,
everywhere in the country. Yeah.
right.
All right. Yeah.
Dry fasting is not a cure, but it provides the right conditions for the body to activate all of its own healing powers. It does have some limitations. In cases of cancer, mental illnesses, kidney and liver diseases, certain cases of diabetes, and serious cardiovascular conditions, it is advised. It is advised to dry fast only under strict medical supervision. It should not be practiced if the body is weak or by women who are nursing or pregnant.
So say you have an underlying one. If you have an underlying medical condition, please don't experiment with these things. Just because Luke Cotino is saying and because you're studying in the morning section, please use your intelligence. You have infinite intelligence. See what's workable for you. Just don't follow fads. This is not a fad. We are being taught sciences for our body, sciences for water therapy. Just see what's happening. Spiritually, it's amazing. It's really amazing. Let's read about it. It's really amazing.
Spiritual benefits. Dry fasting affects us spiritually too. When we fast, it's easier for us to connect our physical bodies to our spiritual self. Without the toxins we put in our bodies, we not only give our bodies a break from the digestive process, but also allow our spirits to be detoxed. After all, what feeds us feeds our soul too. It's common for fasters to experience a deeper spiritual connection and prolonged meditation practice without getting restless. Since our thoughts during a fast aren't so consumed by what you are going to eat next, we have more energy to revert to spiritually. Dry fasting also cleanses our chakras, unblocks energy channels, and heightens awareness and brain activity. It's a great way to flush out all negative emotions and thoughts.
So I'll give you example. Last time the pandemic began on 22nd, 23rd of March. And I don't know how I had all the time in the world because after, I think for the first time ever, there was nothing to do. You couldn't go out and buy your art supplies because I'm into art. I thought, let me explore my art. I couldn't buy it because there's nothing available. No factory, no work. You're just in your house. I don't know how I began dry fasting. Of course, I knew known Luke science. I was just doing it, and in the morning, I used to meditate from 3:40 to 6:40 on the terrace, seeing the moon go from here to there. And the way I connected with my body, I can't even tell you. That's the reason probably I became a moonologist later. I shared this in the group a couple of days ago. I had even clicked my before and after picture. In fact, there were stages that I clicked in the therapy. The way I connected spiritually in my meditation was so profound, so deep. And that's the same time where I healed my brother's best friend's daughter. I had no clue that I was a healer. Of course, pranic healing I've done, and I was told I'm a healer. But nonetheless, spiritually, you are fantastic in the deeper realms once your body is devoid of toxins, which means if you've had acidic food for a couple of days, you will not be able to spiritually reach yourself so much more versus when your body is clean. That's why they say clean, eat clean, drink clean. Don't load your body with toxins. That's why I say I keep stressing on the fact go organic. Don't go so much on processed food. You know, the whatever is packaged is not very clean. So please go for something which is very basic, very organic. Once in a while, indulge, but keep your body aligned. Also, whenever you're fasting, I don't know how your chakra energy blockages, if there are any, it just cleans. It automatically cleans. You don't even have to go to a healer to clean them. It's so beautiful. So remember, your body is a place which is a temple. Actually, you can worship it. So keep it clean and keep it wonderful. Let's read further. Now let's read about the science on how should we begin, how should we end, how should we break the fast. Let's read about that.
How one should begin dry fasting. If you are new to fasting, do not immediately attempt dry fasting. Do your own research and practice intermittent fasting for a couple of days before starting a dry fast. This will help the body adapt to the change better. Preparation is key when it comes to dry fasting. To begin with, make sure that your day's schedule supports your fast. Do not keep dry fasting for a busy day in the sun. If it's your first time, do it on a day of rest or of low-key activities. Start your dry fasting after dinner. For example, if you eat dinner at 7 p.m., drink a glass of water between 7:45 p.m. and 8 p.m. and dry fast till whenever it's a good fit for you. This includes the time that you are asleep. How long should you dry fast for the first time? Be realistic and try not to follow someone else's fasting schedule. If you are a beginner, you may want to fast for 10 hours. If you are on the intermediate level, then maybe 16 to 18 hours. If you are an expert, then about 20 hours. However, there is no hard and fast rule to stick to. If you aim for 10 hours, but you feel you can go on for longer, then listen to your body. Generally, a toxic body may need longer hours of fasting, whereas a cleaner body may only need a few hours of fasting. Precautions to take. The day before you dry fast, wean off caffeine and sugar products. Too much caffeine can dehydrate you, and too much sugar can only lead to more sugar cravings, which can make dry fasting difficult. Be aware that you may experience acidity, headaches, and irritability. Ensure that your mind is calm and the surroundings are peaceful during fasting. Be positive about your fast. You can also recite some positive affirmations.
So one thing, the second line which says, be aware that you experience acidity, headaches, and irritability. Now these are toxins talking. Your body is toxic, and when you're taking them off, they're fighting that why are you taking me out of your body? I want to live in your body. It's like you're taking somebody out of their house. So obviously the person will retaliate. Now acidity and headaches and irritability are the toxins talking to your body. So if it's happening, please let it happen. But remember, your body speaks to you much more. So if you think you're unable to tolerate it, firstly try affirmations. If they're not working, then you can have water. Sometimes you need to fight your body. Not always, sometimes, especially in situations like this. I would strongly advise every single friend of mine, please go the intermittent fasting way for at least a week, 10 days before you even make an attempt for dry fasting. Please, please, please don't abuse your body. Let's turn the page.
For example, hour
The
by hour,
affirmation. Yeah.
hour by hour, my body is cleansing and purifying itself, and fasting makes me happier and healthier. Break your
Now,
fast the right.
Dipali is reading this. This paragraph is very important. Fasting is important, but if you don't follow this, then you've screwed up the entire science. So please read this.
Break your fast the right way. No matter what the length of the fast, the best way to break it is with nutritious and easy to digest foods. Easy to digest foods. Be patient, calm, and grateful. Rushing to eat only does more harm than good, because throughout the fast, your digestive system slows and digestive fires weaken. It needs to be woken up slowly in the right way to derive the best from the entire effort. The first step is to thank your body for supporting you throughout the fast. Have 100 to 150 ml of water, sip by sip. Swirl it in the mouth for a few seconds and swallow. Do not gulp. Eat 2 to 3 dates and chew every bite well. If you don't have dates, bananas, figs, or dried apricots work well too. Many people
This
do
is
not.
very important. Don't go for any fifth element. Apples are going to be tough for the body to digest. Anything which is soft and chewy. So even like apricots are amazing. So and anything which is soft. So if you're picking up a pear which is hard, no, it's not going to work. Something that's so easy to chew into, like the buddhe log, jo old log khate na, when they don't have teeth, things like that. So it's amazing to have stuff which is softer, and you have to have them. don't avoid them because it's very important. I break my fast firstly with cucumber juice. If it's summer, if it's winters, I have carrot juice. No, actually, I start with lemon honey water first, and then I want go on to a juice. Then I have some, and I have dried meva later. Uski pehle I have a banana. My wake up morning is banana. So please read further.
Many people do not feel hungry while breaking the fast. That's fine. Respect your body's signals as it is still in detoxification mode. After an hour or so, eat fresh cut fruits with nuts and seeds, buttermilk, lemon water, coconut water, kokum juice, jeera water, or barley water. Avoid fresh juice and opt for whole fruits instead. This
This
can
should be your life's this one thing. This should be your life's mantra. Juices are great, but please try not have them. Delhi is full of juice vendors every single place. Firstly, it's not very hygienic. Even at home when you're making it, you're training your body of the fruit of all the fiber that your body needs. So please chew the fruit rather than drink the fruit. It's very important to understand the science. And it's not you're not mandatory. You don't have to have all of this together: buttermilk, lemon water, coconut, not everything, whatever you want. It's not like you're going to be, this is coming, that's coming, that's coming. No, simply have simple stuff. First, you have your one little fruit or dates, whatever. Second, you move on to your one drink, whichever you like. Third, you move on to a fruit, and then you can have your whatever khana. Fruit also, if you really want, then have it. If your body's asking for it. If it's not asking for it, don't. Like my body asked for a banana, so I need to have it. If yours doesn't, don't have it. And then move on.
This can be followed by simple and some home-cooked meals such as khichdi, soup, or a traditional balanced diet after an hour or so. Avoid overeating in any case. When breaking a fast, begin with small frequent meals, progressing gradually towards larger meals, with more time in between them until you reach a normal routine. Work up to 3 meals and 1 to 2 snacks. Avoid any tea or coffee while breaking the fast. Instead, opt for lemon water with jaggery, raw honey, and a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. How to counter thirst. When you begin to dry fast, it's common to feel hungry or thirsty because we are habituated that way. For most things, for more, for most, things will usually get difficult at breakfast time because the need to eat or drink comes out of habit. Avoid this urge by either deep breathing or keeping yourself busy in tasks. Deep breathing is a great way to counteract thirst and cravings. Please note, make an informed decision with your doctor if you have a serious medical issue or are on medication that needs to be taken at a particular hour. For patients dealing with low blood pressure or low sugar levels, it's important to do it under the observation of a family member or a caretaker. Be careful not to fast too frequently. Allow your body sufficient time to rebuild nutritional reserves.
Thank you, Ritesh, for showcasing this book, Dipali, for reading. So please move on to the next book. Time is a little short. So I'm going to conclude this beautiful paragraph and chapter by saying, when you break your fast, please break it the right way. When you're on the fasting stage, please try and do affirmations. Please try and meditate. If you can't, at least do your deep breathing. These will aid you in making prolonging your fast. When you break the fast, again, as discussed, either dates or with very light chewable fruits, whatever you find they are, so that your fire, you're igniting the fire in you. And if you don't feel like eating the fruit, you don't have to. Then please go on your drinks. Have your chas, have your any water that you want. It could be whatever water you want. The first thing what Luke Cotino also says is, if you can have lime water with honey, it adds glow to your body because honey is beautiful and lime is amazing. Together, two of them are miracle. So please do that. Today we're talking about the mind three thoughts. So our mind is amazing. It comes up with three kind patterns of thoughts. Let's talk about them.
Although our mind arises out of awareness, as everything does, our mind is not an entity or a real thing, even though it sure seems like it is. It's simply a mechanical activity or process, much like a computer program. And just like a computer program, it's repetitive. In fact, it's so repetitive that it only has 3 different kinds of thoughts. The mind, the mind measure, compares, and describes. These three things these three things are all the mind does over and over again. Check for yourself with anything you say or with whatever thought appears. That thought will either be the mind measuring something, comparing something, or describing something. My teacher. Your mind measures with thoughts like these. It will take 2 hours to get there. I'm going on a vacation in 1 week. How long will it take for my shipment to arrive? I've lost 10 pounds. I don't have enough money. Your mind is comparing when it thinks thoughts like these. I prefer an SUV to a sedan. I like to walk to work instead of taking the bus. She's smarter than me and way more talented. He's going to get He's going to get the promotion over me. I know it. Look at her. I wish I had her. I had her body. He's not the person he used to be. And your
So
mind
please
constantly.
understand, 1 second. So please understand the three ways of your mind to be thinking. It's measuring all the time. Am I good enough? Am I whatever? It's comparing. Am I better than that person? Firstly, how much I've done, then comparison with the other person, and describing how I've done it. So these three things are all that a mind does over and over and over and over again. So if you have to change your pattern, you have to break these thoughts, and you can easily break these thoughts by shifting to a new pattern and saying, this is my new pattern, and this is what I really, really want to do. Firstly, I'm not comparing myself with anyone because I am in comparison with myself. If I say that, it becomes better. Yesterday, I did a kilometer of walk. Today, I will do two. Not that I'm looking at somebody who's doing a 10-kilometer marathon run. Please, no, everybody's made differently. So I am in comparison with myself. I am measuring my scale of work with myself, and I'm describing how I am feeling. That's something. Your mind is always comparing, it's always choosing, it's always. That's the reason my parents or people are victims of comparison. My elder child is like this, my younger child is like this. Obviously, yeah, they're two different souls. They can't be the same, even though you have given them birth. Now, when you all are spiritual, you realize that, right? They're not, they may be your children, but they are evolved souls from time immemorial. So please don't even think about it. The different souls, that's the reason why children are so different. I've said this a couple of times before. We are four siblings. All of us are north, south, west, east. None of us have similar qualities. Some qualities, yes. Why? We have four different souls who decided to choose each other as siblings and our parents as our parents. That's why we've come in this family. We're a soul family. So remember, you're choosing. That is the reason why you're so different. So this mind, which is all the time on this clutter of measuring, comparing, describing, it has to be broken free. Let's read further.
And your mind constantly describes things as if you can't see them. But you can see what's happening in your life very well without mind's constant commentating. And in fact, that non-stop chattering prevents you from seeing the world as it really is. Our attention focuses mostly on thinking. We become trapped in the interpretations we make and miss out on the fullness of living. Kalyani Laurie. The mind makes something of everything that comes along. This has become the default mode, so much so that it little occurs to us that it could be otherwise, that the mind really could forego the making something of everything that comes along. Nor does it occur to us that the making something that keeps the mind so enthralled is the actual case of suffering. We keep thinking it's the stuff that happens in life that causes suffering. Jan Frazier from Opening the Door.
So why do
When
we suffer? Because we allow our mind to think whatever it wants. Today, something has happened in my life, and I'm sharing it with you. And what happens? You will relate that to yourself. For example, if I say I've lost a brother, and you will think, oh, and you will put yourself in that situation that, oh, I've lost my brother. And you will start crying, you'll start upset because our mind is on a default mode. It's such an emotional mind, it's such a practical mind, or whatever you call it. It is just going to imagine itself in a situation where you see. Why do people start crying in the movies? Why? They relate to it. They relate to characters as if the characters are in person. And they relate to the entire thing as if it's happening to them. And the emotions start falling out. So please remember, you get so enthralled in the entire exercise of it all, and that causes you suffering because you keep thinking that it's the stuff that happens in life, in your life, and that's causing you suffering. So I'm not saying it's easy to detach yourself, but this is how your mind plays games. Let's read further.
When your mind is describing something, it's telling a story. It's an interpretation of the world and reality. It's imagined. Many of the mind's fabricated stories are about you, and if believed, those stories can not only cause you stress and suffering, but also greatly limit your life. When you believe a negative story, your life will turn into that story. Your mind spins up a negative story about you. You add the power of belief to it, and then your mind projects it into the world for you to experience it. It does it with thoughts like these. I'm
Now,
overwhelmed.
again, just 1 second. So now, if I'm, say, if there are five people in a group, and three of them have gone in a corner and they're saying something and they're looking at me right now. And in case if I have inferiority complex, I'm not sure about those friends or family or whatever. I am just going to imagine getting stressed, ki, oh, they're bitching about me. Or especially when I've done something wrong, or maybe I'm looking for validation. I will just start believing that those people are talking bad about me, and those projections will come in my mind as if it's happened. I'll start experiencing stress. Oh my God, what? Oh my God. I'll start feeling probably I'll start getting hot. Why? Because it's your mind that's playing games. You are what your mind does. So now it's going to say stuff like I'm overwhelmed. I just can't seem to get on top of the things. I'm no good with money. It seems to slip through my fingers. The disease runs in the family. I've got a big problem. I can't get past the trauma of it. It will affect me for the rest of my life. We were together for years. He was the love of my life, so I'll never get over him. We kind of start saying these things. Like my younger sister's mother-in-law, Mausi ji is always saying कि मैं तो हमेशा ही बीमार रहती हूँ. Her manifestation is मैं हमेशा बीमार रहती हूँ. And believe you me, that lady, not in her old age, she's 65 types, and she's got all the problems in the world. Why? मैं हमेशा ही बीमार रहती हूँ. एक खत्म होती है, दूसरी आ जाती है. So when you have beliefs like these, this is what is happening because you're following the biggest lies your mind is playing you. It's giving you lies, it's projecting images, and you're believing them. So please understand that you don't become a victim of your mind. Let's read further.
One of the biggest lies our mind has convinced us of is the story that we are a mind and a body. We are a body and a mind. And because we have believed it, it has become our experience. We feel fearful of what might happen to us or others, helpless against life events and circumstances. And if that isn't enough, many of us are also burdened with the belief that life will come to an end for us when the body dies. It's ironic that the real you, the infinite awareness that you really are, is the direct opposite of that story that mind has told you.
So again, I'm repeating myself. We're a soul who's taken birth in this life for a purpose. Now, you may have heard of people reincarnating. Their purpose has not finished. They've come to take revenge, or they want to live that life. They want to complete that life. And the intention is so strong that they take rebirth in knowing, fully aware of the past life. Every single thing they know about their past life. I don't know how many of you have heard of instances. There's been a child in Delhi, and he was a very rich businessman in Agra. This child said to his family that I am so and so from Agra and I need to go there. He made three men and two women with him travel all the way to Agra, told them where the house's addresses, gave them location, navigated them. He's a mere 4-year-old child. He goes there, he tells everyone, I'm so and so person. He says, yahan dabba kyun rakha hua? He takes a mali with name because he's just gone for 4.5 years ago. And he's telling his wife when she's coming in, people believed him that he's the right person because he says, wo file likh kar aao, isme aise likha hua. Now, what is happening? You are infinitely aware. You're a soul who knows it all. Now, this particular chap did not finish off his life the way it's supposed to be. So he's reincarnated and he's telling them because he wants to close the chapter once and for all. So please remember, you can't let your this mind rule you. You have to be the winner. You have to go over it and say, you can say whatever. I will create the life that I want. I will visualize this. I will think this. This is what I want. Firstly, my intention has to be there. I know I'm going 5 years here, 10 years here, 15 years here. This is my pattern. And how do I plan the karma? Okay, this is what I'm visualizing. You have to train your mind to do that. Don't let the mind rule you. Even with weight loss, your mind will say, वापस चला जाएगा ना तू तो पतला मोटा होता रहता है. Don't let it rule you. Just say, this time I'm a winner. Whatever I decide, I do it because now I've created visualization. Now I've got so many tools with me. Who are you to tell me? I know I'm much, this life I've learned much more. Please prove the mind wrong and tell him, let's become friends. Don't become an enemy of mine. You have been living your particular life. In my life, I strongly feel that let's not oppose people. So your mind can also be your friend if you train it. Okay, let's try something new, and I promise you this time we can do it. I need your support. When you ask for support in a nice way, even your this mind that's so fussy, which is the autopilot mode, will listen to you. Please remember, you are what you create your life to be. It's very, very simple. The last thing I will read for the day is, if you, Dipali, I'll just take it over right now. If you take the way it works, a human being wakes up in the morning, and for the very first moment, there's just stillness. You're waking up, right? You're still, right? It's not immediately you wake up to action. You are taking time, you're turning over, you're realizing, okay, now I've woken up. Then there's a re-engagement of the mind. The mind kicks in and starts saying, what have I got to do today? मुझे क्या करना है आज? What is my life's purpose? What am I doing right now? What's my next plan? If there are problems, the mind will think about them. If there's a plan ahead, the mind will say, okay, let's do this. So now what is happening? How am I going to stop all these things going wrong? There's a complete identification with the story. You pull your boots and you go off again. So please remember, this is what is talked to us from David Bingham from Conscious TV. Your mind is playing games with you. Let it stop playing. Ritesh sir, tomorrow we will, Muskan ma'am, tomorrow we will start the page with 91 page, another story. So please remember, this is how the chapter is going to be. And now please move on to the next book, please. So our mind is constantly playing games with us. Let it stop playing games with us. Start training it in a friendly fashion. Start aligning your thoughts. Again, I say in life, manifestation is everything. If you intend to do something, your sankalp has to be there. You have to plan your life. You have to plan your karma. You have to plan your plan. This is what I will do to achieve this goal of mine. Maybe it's a financial goal, maybe it's a personal goal. Your mind has to be in sync. But this is now consciously thinking a thought. Again, this is so beautiful that yesterday we concluded the chapter again on mind, and we finished the greatest secret, but we've not gone off mind because we again continuing the story. Now, we were talking yesterday about feeling frequencies. Now, our mind also has feeling frequencies. And how do we take our feelings? Now, what is our heart thinks? Okay, our mind thinks a thought, and our heart thinks a feeling. So, right now, what we've concluded is something about mind. When your mind and your heart are in coherence, you can visualize very easily. So, now, even our feelings are on autopilot mode. Why? Because your mind is thinking something again and again and again. And the same thing is being thought by your emotions again and again and again. Let's read this to understand the connection. It's a very, very deep connection between the mind and the heart. And if we empower ourselves with this connection, life is a cakewalk. Please read it.
Where do I start, Prachi?
Take your feelings off autopilot mode, page 47.
Okay. Take your feelings off automatic pilot. Many people don't know about the power of good feelings, and so their feelings are reactions or responses to what happens to them. They have put their feelings on automatic pilot instead of deliberately taking charge of them. When something good happens, they feel good. When something bad happens, they feel bad. They don't realize that their feelings are the cause of what is happening to them. As they react with negative feelings to something that has happened, they give out more negative feelings and they receive back more negative circumstances. They become trapped in a cycle by their own feelings. Their life goes around and around in circles, and not getting anywhere, like a hamster on a wheel, because they don't realize that to change their life, they must change their feeling frequency.
This is the mother of all. If you really want to create the life you really desire, this is the mother of it all. Our entire life is all about feelings. हिंदी में कहावत है एहसासों की दुनिया होती है. आपको अपना एहसास बदलना होगा. आपको अपनी feelings को amplify करना होगा. You have to work on your feelings. That's why I have given you the power of switch words, switch affirmations, switch moods, switch activities. You have to change your frequency. If I'm feeling low right now, I have to immediately put the song on my podcast or wherever which makes me go in a happy zone. Whatever song, whatever. You have to shift because no matter where you are, you can change your feelings by simply switching your emotion. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, says the Greek philosopher Epictetus. So please remember what happened in the morning. We couldn't log in the session. How did you react to it? Very nicely, very calmly, because right now you're in a high feeling zone. Now you are going to be sure that okay, this doesn't happen again. So maybe Shweta and I will, and Ritesh sir and Muskan will get thinking about this, talk about this, so that we don't spoil the hiccup. Like I call up Muskan. Muskan's like, ma'am, it's been locked. So then I call Ritesh sir, like I'm working on it. I call up Shweta ma'am. She's like, okay, we are going to make a new Zoom ID with the school ID, and we'll again continue it. So people handle it well rather than no. Your mind switches off intention. Now, when you're tensed, you're stressed, don't switch off your mind. Think, amplify your feelings in a nice feeling zone. Life goes around, round and round in the same circle, same pattern you'll relive again and again and again. So, again, people who are on weight loss, they've lost 5 kilos, and now the mind says, yeah, वापस खाना खाते हैं, बहुत torture हो गए. We have really avoided food, and I really want to eat. Again, you eat and you put on 7 kilos. Now you lose the 7 kilos, you put on 10 kilos. Ultimately, what's happening? The same person who was at 50 kilos on say year 2020 will be 52 on 2021, 54, and though he's on a weight loss cycle, all the time you see him or her, I'm dieting. Boss, then why are you gaining weight every year? Because this is what is happening. You are trapped in your own cycle by your own feelings. So feelings have to change. That's why I say when you eat food, have good feelings. If you're indulging in a yummy lasagna, great. It's loaded with cheese, great. Feel great. Oh wow, I'm going to really enjoy this beautiful feeling of having this yum lasagna. And whatever my body doesn't want, it'll excrete it out. Next morning, when you crap it out, all the calories will be gone. Why? Because you haven't eaten with guilt. What is guilt? It's a negative feeling zone. So if you're doing something in life, please feel the right frequency, especially with food, especially with water. Don't have it. It's going to become toxic. That same lasagna, which is adding beautiful value to your right now, it's going to give you the right nutrients. It will become toxic, full of calories. It will not even digest in your intestines because you've given it negativity already. You said, oh my God, 600 calories in this. So, there are restaurants which write calories in front of food. Oh my God, please don't go there. People say, oh, it's a health cafe, it's amazing. Wow. They tell you how many calories you can have. Excuse me, you're already thinking about food with calories. Okay, I can have this because it's got less calories. What about the food that is going to make me feel good? Have food that makes you feel good. But now that you're in this magical world, you will realize that my body doesn't want to have that whole lasagna. It wants to have a quarter of it because that's going to be enough for me. Every single bite, I'm going to chew 20 plus times. Obviously, I will be satiated very much faster. This is your new feelings. Please, feeling frequencies are very, very, very high. Let's read something about a financial problem or a financial situation in the next paragraph.
If you don't have enough money, naturally you don't feel good about money. But the money in your life will never change while you don't feel good about it. If you give out negative feelings about money, you are on a negative frequency about money, and you will receive back negative circumstances, such as big bills or things breaking down. which are all circumstances that drain you out of money. When you react with negative feelings to a big bill, you will give out more negative feelings about money, which bring even more negative circumstances to you that drain you of more money.
So again, if you have to go for a series of classes or you have to go for a shopping spree, and if you're telling yourself, I don't have the money, I don't have the money, I don't have the money, I need a discount. Okay, you'll get it, fine. But what are you telling yourself? That I don't have the money. So rather than saying that, if you start thanking your life for money, and rather than begging somebody to reduce it, and going through your self-esteem and everything, what will happen automatically? The store that you want to shop in right now, and you'll be like, oh my god, it's either closing or something is happening, or they're revamping everything is on discount, because you're feeling good about spending money, because you're saying I deserve it and I will have it. Then automatically prices reduce for you. So what do you have to do? Be thankful for the money that you have. And I'll just request all of you right now, you 45 people on call, and there are more couples also, maybe more. So please do not talk about your money being less in your life with anyone. If today I have less money, I can't even tell my husband, "Ji, मैं तो कल खर्चा कैसे करूंगी? दूध bread का पैसा नहीं." We are not from that financial sector. I'm just giving an example that if you don't have money to say, okay, I'll take it up to the next level. Maybe we can all afford it. So, I don't have the money to buy myself an iPhone 12. Okay, fine. You don't have it. Why talk about it? Just imagine, creatively visualize, you will attract it. Remember once Dipali said she wanted the top of the line kitchen appliances for a kitchen, but she didn't want to go beyond the budget. Yet she manifested and it came, right? The same thing came by a different brand, by the same vendor. How does this happen? You're attracting it. So please don't feel negative about spending. Because if you feel negative about spending, unfortunately, you can't buy what you want, and on the contrary, something bigger will come. Something will happen. Maybe there'll be a leak in the house, maybe your generator will go off, maybe your water pipes will burst. Don't know what will happen. So please don't feel negative about money. Money is the most beautiful thing created. Why? It's energy. I am energy, you are energy, money is energy. When you spend money, you get energy. So please be thankful for the money. People who've done the session with the, Rhonda Byrne on magic, we have a bill. Remember, a Manika note which we stuck somewhere, maybe kept in the wallet, which says, I am thankful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Why do I have so much of money? I put that 50 rupee note on my mirror, in front of the pot. So every time I'm sitting there for 10-15 minutes of the ritual, I can see that, and my affirmations are right there. Plus, my wallet has the first thing which it has is a gratitude note, that and another money, $500 with that. I'm thankful for the money throughout my life. So when I open the wallet to spend something, even if it's $20 for a bread, the first thing I read is I'm thankful. Be grateful that you have money to spend. Please value money. Don't think high paisa, high paisa, high paisa. People with businessmen, they have always with loans. Why? They did high paisa. When they okay, now one more thing for businessmen and even otherwise, when you open your bank accounts to transfer money, be grateful for the money you have in the account. Please be thankful. It's all your mind which is saying, "Mere paas paisa nahi hai, I can't do." But tell your mind, I have all the money. I'm affirming. I'm grateful. Let's read further.
Every single second is an opportunity to change your life, because in any moment you can change the way you feel. It doesn't matter what you have felt before. It doesn't matter what mistakes you think you have made. When you change the way you feel, you are on a different frequency, and the law of attraction responds instantaneously. When you change the way you feel, the past has gone. When you change the way you feel, your life changes. Do not
Very
waste one.
important to, yeah, 1 second. Very important to understand this entire paragraph. Every single second in your life is a new second. If I am talking in the second, the next second, the second has gone. It's priceless. So please change your life by changing your thoughts, by changing your words, by changing your feelings. If you change your feelings, your thoughts will change, your life will change, because it's all about your thoughts. Your thoughts are can consciously change. And for this, the mind plays a very important game. Just tell yourself, I'm switching over into a new person. Whatever I've made mistakes, it's fine. It's all done. It's washed. It's gone. Even if I've murdered somebody, now I can't bring the life back in that person. I'm not saying don't feel guilty, you killed that person, but change the way you're thinking that, okay, maybe he had to go, maybe I became, change the way you think. Immediately go into a good feeling zone. And the world, which is the universal law of attraction, will come to you clinging, oh my God, she's in a good feeling zone. Give her what she wants. Whatever I want, I get. How simple. The minute I finish my feeling bad and I go and uplift myself up. So please lift yourself above the line. That's the only way to feel above. In that zone will you get whatever you want. When you change the way you feel, your life changes. Do not waste one moment in regret, but to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. I've gone through a misery. I've gone through it. And I keep repeating about it again and again and again. Again, I'm going to be in the dungeon, in that abyss again and again. Because I'm bringing the misery to myself by thinking about it. Please move on. They say, now let go. Move on. Even with people, somebody has done damage to you. You've scarred. But now, so what? You moved on, right? You're turning it a new leaf. Every day is a new day. So every moment is a new moment. So please, this is what Neville Goddard told us as a new author, new age author, new thought author. And now tomorrow we'll talk about no excuses for the force of love. Today, please think about what we've discussed and studied. Firstly, the mind on a repetitive mode of comparison, of analyzing, of ridiculing you, and the feelings begin autopilot mode. They're both linked. The mind and the heart are both linked. When the mind and the heart are in coherence, you can achieve whatever you want. And for this, conscious effort of changing your feelings by telling your mind, no, this too shall pass, change. Immediately change. Yesterday evening, I had such a bad breakdown because my brother-in-law called me that once my younger sister's, the patch on her lung was very high, and her entire 3, 4 of the family members are already hospitalized. And Didi, you have all the contacts. Please get me a bed in Max. And I was like, I will get you a bed. Come what me. Day before I tried for Archana, I failed. I was told that she will get it. So I said, okay, I know I was manifesting that she'll get it. And she got it also. And yesterday I just told my subconscious mind, I said, today, whatever in the world happens, today I need a bed for my sister. And of course, God willingly, I turned the entire world around and I got a bed for her. Now, Vanshri madam is so amazing. She says, Didi, I will not go, leaving my family behind. They're all sick. If I go, what will happen? I said, bloody, look at yourself. Look at your lung patch. You're so not even 40. How can you do this? She said, Didi, I want to go to the hospital of Sundar Bhaiya. Their cousin has a hospital. She's like, that's where my family is. I want to be around them. She's like a mother of all, huh? Always looking at everyone like a big tree. Sari problems uske niche hi aati hain. So even when she's sick, she wants to look after her in-laws. All right, that's her. Finally, then I manifested it, and there was no bed in that hospital. I kept praying. I kept praying. Firstly, I dipped down. I was crying. I was very, very upset. Then I lifted myself up. I said, no, I gave her all the healing. I said, the bed is being made free for you, and you're just walking in. And so as to say, Kagesh calls me up and says, Gigi, she's shifting in now. I'm like, wow, this is what happens. Of course, I can't go and meet her. It's a COVID house. I can't even think about meeting her. But okay, video call is what we're doing. So please don't waste a moment in regret. Don't waste a moment in feeling below the line. Challenges happen in life every day. Maybe they'll stop happening because you'll stop giving them value. Now, yesterday, I had something first thought that came in my mind, I can't lose another sibling. And I've lost one younger sibling. I can't lose her. And I said, what the hell are you thinking? I mean, where are your mind going? Go above the line. So please push yourselves up. Shit happens, but you push yourselves up. Now that's the victory. And I can promise you, less than a month to go, we all would have pushed ourselves up and we would have changed into a new key. With this book, we will transform our lives brilliantly. I really wanted to read this power book with all of you. So I added this. It was not part of curriculum, just because I think this book is simple. And with that, it's going to be a perfect amalgamation. So yeah, more power to each one of us. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for showcasing these books for the day. And thank you, Dipali, for reading them as always magnificently. A pleasure to have you as a reader. Thank you. Thank you for putting in your emotions and your words. Ritesh sir, let's have the last blessing of the day. Muskan ma'am or Ritesh sir, whoever is showcasing. Let's see what the heart thought unfolds for us. I have no clue. So yesterday was reprogram negativity. Okay, amazing. Amazing. So I'm not surprised again. Every morning, whatever we're reading is what comes up to us as a heart thought. So today's heart thought is about finishing resentment in our life. So I just spoke about this that, if something has happened in your life before and your mind is playing patterns that, you will be doing it again and again and again, you're supposed to get over it. How? By simply pushing yourself above the line. So the chapter's name is Resentment, and it says resentment, criticism, guilt, and fear come from blaming others and not taking responsibility for our own experiences. So, yes, if something has happened to me physically, mentally, and if I'm saying that I have done this because of that person and I'm criticizing him, I'm feeling guilty that, okay, I've allowed this to happen to me. I'm resenting the entire fact and I'm fearsome. What if it happens to me again? And I keep blaming him again and again and again. What will happen? I will never be able to get out of it ever because I will be sucked in the trap for my life. So I have to get over it. How? By knowing that my inherent nature, that me, the soul, is born, is full of love. The only thing it attracts is three things. My soul just wants three things. What is that? Can anyone tell me? Love is one. What are the other things the soul needs? What is the inherent nature of the soul? Okay, I will lead you on to that question. Yes, beautiful answer. Thank you. What is the third? Happiness, love, joy are all part of the love bit. So my soul needs peace, my soul needs love, and my soul needs one more thing. Yes, in a way, awareness. Yes, thank you so much. Gratitude is something that we're giving. It's also coming in part of awareness. I'm aware that I, the soul, am one with the entire cosmic world. And I feel one and I'm grateful for it. So, yes, what you all are saying is part of it. So, they'll all come in something or the other. So, my forgiveness is man made. Our soul doesn't even think that something wrong will go and something wrong will come. That's man made. So, this is very simple. Our soul needs three qualities: love, peace, and oneness, or love, peace, and awareness. That's what our soul needs. So, am I aware that I, the soul, am there in my body, or I, Prachi Agarwal, the egoistical person, is here? So, please remember that you have to. Today, when we meditate, again, I'm going to repeat, please try and touch these. This is the thumb is for God, Allah, Vaheguru, Jesus, whatever we believe in, any Buddha, Sai, whatever. This is for God, your higher self, right? This is your ego. तूने ऐसा किया, मैं कर सकता हूँ. Ego. Please put them together. Very important to meditate with this. Second thing, I always talk about, I explained this to Ankita on the call. Third finger is for intellect, buddhi, gyan. These three come together to hold a pen or a pencil to write. Why do you think these three are a creation? Why do you think typing will only use these two fingers, not your thumb? So where is the God part? Where is the spiritual part? That's why writing is very important versus typing. Next, let's move on to this beautiful heart thought. I am motivated by love. Can I have someone to volunteer for us? So once I'm motivated by love, everything in my life will happen very beautifully. That's how it is. Reena, you can unmute yourself. You had raised your hand. You could unmute
Yeah.
yourself because right now, yes, please. So please read. I'm
Release,
motivated by love.
release from within you all bitterness and resentment. Affirm that you are totally willing to freely forgive everyone. If you think of anyone you may have harmed you in any way at any
Who,
point in your lifetime,
not
you
you may
now
have harmed, who may have harmed you.
uh, uh,
Okay.
any point in your lifetime, you now bless that person with love and release him and dismiss the thought. Nobody can take anything from you that is rightfully yours. That which belongs to you will always return to you in divine right order. If something does not come back to you, then it isn't meant to. Accept this with peace. Dissolving resentment is highly important. Trust yourself. You are safe. You are motivated by love.
So again, thank you so much, Reena. That is blissful and blessing. So all of us are motivated by love. Anything wrong has happened in our life, anything wrong situation, person has wronged me, or whatever. It's on me to stop the blame game. Whatever has happened in the past. There's no need to feel resentment, criticism, guilt, fear, worry, nothing. Because now you shift the entire responsibility on myself. Please don't feel guilty ki I allowed this to happen with me. There are people who can't stand up in relationships and they're like, "Oh, my sister-in-law, beat the shit out of me mentally. She did this, she did that." Please stop the blame game. You allowed it to happen. You could have tackled it beautifully, right? But you didn't. It's all right. Now don't feel guilty. Whatever belongs to me will return to me in the divine right order. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to me. I should accept this with peace. If it's not meant to be, it's gone. I let go very easily. Dissolving resentment is very, very important. Trust yourself. You are safe. You're motivated by love. And so it is. Thank you, Ritesh, sir. Let's move on to a meditation. Sir, do you want to go? Because it's 22, or can I have 8 minutes of meditation? Otherwise, sir, please, should I handle it? Ritesh, sir?
I'm here, ma'am. No issue,
Shah,
ma'am.
ma'am? Okay. So let's meditate. So, but I really need you to take a class for me to tell me how to take the session on from you,
Sure, ma'am.
if possible today, sir. So everyone, sit straight, backs absolutely straight. Our feet firmly placed on the ground, our eyes closed, and our faces wearing a lovely smile. Let's inhale gratitude. Feel the gratitude in your body. Every part of you is thanking every single cell and for your being. Slowly exhale gratitude and fill the world with love. Exhale gratitude now. Once more, inhale. At this time, you're inhaling in love. I am full of love because I am love. If I am love, the only thing I can give out is love. So let me share my love. Release it, exhale, love. Let's inhale in light, abundance. Feel the light entering your body with a lot of abundance. When my body and my being are full of light and abundance, I can just give this to everyone. So let me share my deep light, my knowledge, my abundance with everyone around me. Let's exhale light and abundance. I am whole and complete because my life is a celebration. Because my life is enlightenment. Because my life is always evolving. Because I, the soul, have seeked this life of my I, the human being, for a purpose. And I, the soul, will evolve every single moment. Because I, the person, the mind, and the body, will now be in coherence and we will feel the right feelings. We will think the right thoughts. Conscious effort to be aware that I, the body and mind, am the creator of this life of mine that I have been bestowed, that has been chosen wisely by my soul. Together, I will make my life in harmony. Together, I will evolve to a level where the threesome in me, the beautiful trinity in me, of the mind, body, and soul, will be in perfect harmony. Because I, the mind and body, will evolve and take it to the next level. I am light, and I share my light. I am love, and I share my love. I'm abundant, and I share my abundance so easily. It's my second nature, and I am a blessed soul. Thank you, dear soul, for choosing this life for me. I promise to make you proud of me. We are one. I'm energy. I have energy and I give energy. I'm always above the line. I promise that my heart and my mind will be in coherence. And as I take a sankalp, intention, I will visualize it. I will feel it day by day. Let my dreams come to fruition. They're right now beautifully written on this yellow paper with a red pen. Even if not, I will build my dreams. I will manifest them. And I promise to surrender them to the universe, to the light of the moon, on the Purnima, on the full moon, knowing that I am the creator. These days, I'm in absolute ecstasy. I feel so good. Life is so wonderful. All things wonderful are happening with me. Challenges come, but I take them up so beautifully because every obstacle in my life is leading me to the next adventure of my life. In fact, when obstacles come, I thank them because a new learning is coming my way. I'm no longer shaken. I embrace them with love because love is all that I have to share with the world, and my world is whole and complete just the way I am. I, the soul, am growing for a purpose, and I can't wait for this beautiful journey of my life to unfold magically ahead of me. And so it is. Now I bless my Mother Earth. Dear Mother Earth, I bless you and all the souls on this, all the human beings who are the infinite beings. I bless them all. I hope each one of them realizes their true power. I hope they realize that the magical world is there for them. All they have to do is knock and the door will open. I hope each one of us here share our light, open the doors of magnificence for the world around us. Maybe become more karmic. May our circle of karma, our law of love, grow wider and wider. Maybe be the channel to increase love, power, magnificence all around us. May we become the unconditional givers. May we get inspiration from one another. May our sun grow and reach the next level and always be there in gratitude because we all know that we are the grateful beings. Dear Mother Earth, thank you for nurturing us with these beautiful qualities. Our roots are stronger in you. You take all the tension, stress away from my body, from my mind, and you enrich me with such powerful feelings, such powerful qualities. You inculcate this in me so easily, and I'm so grateful to you. Thank you, and thank you. Now, as I look up at my life in front of me, each one of us, the Sangha, is strong. We are grateful for our past, we are grateful for our present, and we are very grateful for our future because we are the creators and we know everything is going to be absolutely magical. Perfection is all in the mind. So we'll not use the word perfect because life is perfect. It's our perception. So let's involve ourselves in this beautiful, magical life and let's create it to its full glory because we're meant to live the life truly royally. And so it is. Let's love our universe by hugging it. I love you. I love you so much, my universe, my Brahman, my cosmos, my divinities, my angels, and my guardians. Truly, all of you have our backs. Truly, all of you are guiding us. You're showing us cues. And now we are in complete synchronicity with you. We are in harmony with you. We read the signs and we know that we are blessed. Thank you for this magic that you bestow on us. Our lives are magical and we are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, all of us bring our hands at the heart level, open our hands wider, and expand our angel hearts. I am open for the love and abundance, for all the goodness in the universe, because my heart is growing. The entire greenness in the world is entering my heart, and my heart is full of love and it overflows with love, and so it is. I close my hands, fold them together in front of my heart, and with my beautiful heart, I invite love, light, and blessings for my body. I energize my hands by rubbing them. Today, I rub them a little longer. When they're warm, start blessing your head. My crown chakra is blessed. My Ajna chakra, my eye chakra is blessed. My face is blessed, my head is blessed, my ears are blessed, my throat chakra is blessed, my neck, my food pipe is blessed, my shoulders are blessed, my arms are blessed, my upper back is blessed, my middle back is blessed, my lower back is blessed, my spinal cord is blessed, my hips are blessed, my lungs are blessed. I bless my heart chakra. I bless my Manipura chakra, which is above my navel. I bless my liver. I bless my stomach, my gallbladders, my kidneys, my uterus, my intestines, my sacral chakra, and my root chakra. I also bless my sexual parts, my excretory organs, my thighs, my knees, my calves, my ankles, my feet, toe finger nails. I come back up so easily. Hands again folded in front of my heart, and I bless the trillions of cells in my body, my blood circulation system, my bones, my muscles, tissues, fiber, and my protection layer of skin. I am whole and complete. My body releases all that is unrequired, any negative emotion, any weight, because I don't need the weight. It's flowing so easily from my body because I am in a complete spiritual realm. I'm whole and complete, and I create all the love that I want so easily because I am love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this magical gift of health. I love you, dear body. Now is our golden moment where all of us feel the magic, the love entering between our palms. We feel, we share our love, we share our light, we share our blessings of abundance on our Sangha and their families and the world around us. And to the unseen world, our blessings for every single being. May each of us soak and grow and make our dreams come true. May all of our dreams come to fruition. And so it is. I share my love, light, and blessings with you, Diwali, Pratima ji, Sailesh, Shweta, Sangeeta, Mehak, Neha, Akshay, Ankita, Sneha, Nisha, Radhika, Poonam, Anju, Kiran, Shalu, Samarth, sorry, this is Shelly, Archana, Ravi, Payal, Anika, Reena, Alithya, Ritesh sir, Kiran, Anjuji, Payal, Mudita, Reena, Monish, Shraddha, Sapna, Kainat, Pramila ji, Niyati, Von 121, Shilpa, Arushi, Deepika, Ashima, Reema, Sushma ji, Anjali Bansal ji, And to everyone who's not here, Anjali, somebody new, right? I'm sorry, I'm not able to place. So thank you, everyone. God bless you all. And Ritesh sir, if the session is something, I think you and me need to meet each other so that we can figure this out. I don't want to take everyone's time. We've anyway discussed yesterday. So tomorrow we shall meet once again with a lot of love and light. Please share your light every day, every time, and grow in love. So lots of love to everyone. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Ritesh sir, thank you for being the angel for coming in this morning. Muskan, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, Shweta ma'am, for the morning networking. And thank you, Sanjay sir. Blessed with angels around me. Truly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all.